Alright, now this is how the draft should go if the teams are smart. And, well, with the Browns picking twice in the top four, I mean, it could get a little ugly, but this is what I think should be going on. Number 1, Sam Darnold. Not very hard pick. He's the best quarterback in the draft. Take him, unless you're a fucking idiot. And knowing the Browns, they might fuck this up again, but I think that they will take Sam Darnold, and they should take Sam Darnold. Number 2, Giants. Now, there's a lot of talk about them taking Saquon Barkley or Bradley Chubb or anyone who's not a quarterback, which I think is fucking ridiculous. I think you take Josh Rosen, and you can let him sit for a year or two under Eli, or put him in the halfway through the season when you're 0-8. But I think you can't just let a quarterback like this go right by you. And if you're the Giants, you lucked out, because the 1 year you're shit is when they've got all these quarterbacks coming out. And, he does look a lot like Eli Manning, so you can have the next Eli Manning. Or maybe the next Peyton Manning, if you're lucky. So they take Josh Rosen at 2. And then the Jets. They obviously need a quarterback. They take Josh Allen. They need that big arm for the cold weather. That big physical, Big Ben type quarterback. And, it's pretty obvious they're going to take Josh Allen. Because why would they trade up if they didn't want a quarterback? And then at 4, the Browns again. Now, I don't know why they would sign Carlos Hyde if they were going to take Saquon Barkley. So I say they take Minkah Fitzpatrick. They don't really need a pass rusher that bad. A lot of people saying they should take Bradley Chubb, so then you've got them and Myles Garrett. But, I think there's a way bigger hole at safety. And Minkah Fitzpatrick would fill that hole very nicely. And you could put him beside Jabril Peppers, and maybe Jabril Peppers would have a nice second year, because he had a pretty shit first year. But that defense would be, that's not a bad defense now. Because the rushing the passer was never a huge problem. But you can't miss a guy like Minkah Fitzpatrick. Plus, every single player from Alabama isn't a bust, so take him. And then at 5, the Broncos. Now, they've been connected to Baker Mayfield a lot, which I think is a little ridiculous, considering they just signed Case Keenum. So unless they pull some Bears shit, and I don't think John Elway is that stupid, they take Saquon Barkley here, and they help out Case Keenum. And it's the end of C.J. Anderson, but the O-line's not bad. You've got good receivers, obviously, and they think they got their quarterback. I don't, but they got Case Keenum. Help him out with some Saquon. All right, now number 6. I got the Colts taking Quentin Nelson. Listen, you don't want Andrew Luck to get any more injuries, because that is a generational talent, and if he fucks up one more time, he might be done for the rest of his life. So fucking protect him and take they say the biggest can't miss in the draft, the safest pick, Quentin Nelson. All right, now it's 7. I got the Bucks. They take Bradley Chubb. They just traded for JPP. They've got not Colt McCoy. Gerald McCoy. So you take Bradley Chubb. Now you've got that. In 1 year, you change that defensive line from the shittiest one in the league to Bradley Chubb on one side, JPP on the other, and McCoy in the middle. Pretty fucking good, so that's a pretty good pick there. At 8, I say the Bears trade with the Cardinals, and the Cardinals take Baker Mayfield. Listen, they need a quarterback that's not Carson Palmer or Blaine Gabbert, so take Baker Mayfield, I guess. Might be the best quarterback available, but yeah, just they need one, so they're gonna reach and they're gonna take Baker. All right, at 9, I got the Niners. Funny how that works out. Taking Derwin James. Seems like every single corner from Florida is good, so take one of them. If it's Florida State or Florida, either one. They take Derwin James. Now you've got Richard Sherman and Derwin James. Richard Sherman's going to teach him a lot. He's going to learn a lot from Richard Sherman. And the Niners are on the rise. Probably going to make the playoffs next year. And then for the final pick of my top 10 mock draft, the Raiders take Denzel Ward. Sean Smith's been getting in trouble. And so was their corner who they took last year in the first round. I forget exactly his name, but he was going through like rape accusations while they drafted him. So just take a safe corner who's not in any trouble. And Ohio State also seems to never fuck up with the draft picks, so take someone from Ohio State. And there it is. That's it. The mock draft is over.